Someone tells you their name, you shake their hand, and 3 seconds later, it's gone. You smiled, you nodded, and the name evaporated before they even finished saying it. Most people decide this means their memory is starting to go. It isn't. A brain that drops names that fast is usually doing something most brains can't. 6 traits that come with it. Number 5 is the one you'd never guess about yourself. Trait 1, here's what actually happened in that handshake. While they were saying their name, you weren't recording it. You were busy being there, reading their face, catching their tone, quietly running that little background worry of whether you came across all right. A name needs a clear, quiet second to get written down, and you spent that second on the person in front of you. There's even a name for this one, the next in line effect. Right before it's your turn to talk, your attention swings onto yourself, onto what you're about to say, and whatever lands in that window slips by almost unheard. It's why you can lose someone's name in the line you were about to say at the very same moment. You didn't forget the name, it was never saved. And it wasn't saved because you were paying attention to everything that actually mattered about them instead of the label stuck on top. There's a classic experiment. Show people a photo of a man, tell half of them he works as a baker, tell the other half his last name is Baker. Same word exactly. The ones who heard a baker remember it far better, almost every time. Why? A baker connects to things. Bread, an apron, the warm smell of a shop, a whole web your mind can hang it on. Baker, the name, connects to nothing. It's just a sound bolted onto a stranger. It's the same reason the face is easy and the name is impossible. The face links to everything, where you met, what they do, the way they laugh. The name links to nothing at all. Your brain runs on meaning. It keeps things by tying them to other things, and a name is the one piece of a person that ties to nothing else about them. So it's the first thing to slide off. If you forget names easily, it's usually because the rest of you is busy holding on to the parts that actually carry meaning. Now watch what you do remember. You'll bump into someone a year later and know that their kid was just starting school, that they'd come back from Portugal with a sunburn, the exact thing they said that made you laugh, and the look on their face when they said it. You might even remember where the two of you were standing. Everything except the name. That's not a broken memory. That's a memory that's sorted by what counts. You filed the person, their story, the way they made you feel, and you quietly let go of the little tag, because it told you nothing real about who they were. People who lead with names are remembering the label. You're remembering the human underneath it, and one of those is a great deal harder to do than the other. There's a moment right after they say their name where you could lock it in just by repeating it back. You almost never do, because in that exact second you're somewhere else, already rehearsing your own hello, making sure your handshake lands right, that your face looks friendly, that you don't say anything strange. The introduction quietly points a spotlight at you, and you end up managing the spotlight instead of catching the name. This isn't vanity. It's usually the opposite. The people who care the most about being warm and coming across well are the ones who lose the most names, because all of that care gets spent in the very second the name needed. The harder you're trying to make a good impression, the faster the name slips out the back. This is the one you'd never guess about yourself, so stay with me. While someone is still talking, your head isn't quiet. You're a few steps ahead, linking what they're saying to 3 other things, running the idea forward to see where it goes, catching the pattern sitting underneath it. That kind of thinking runs on working memory, the small mental desk where new things sit for a moment before they get filed away. And a name is light. No weight, no meaning, nothing to anchor it down. So when your desk is already covered in concepts and half-finished connections, the name is the first thing to slide straight off the edge. The same mind that can't hold a stranger's name for 10 seconds can hold a whole argument in the air and turn it over looking for the crack in it. That's not a weak memory. That's a memory tuned for ideas instead of labels. And it picked ideas without ever asking you. And here's the one that should take some weight off your shoulders. Forgetting a name the instant you hear it is the single most common memory complaint there is. And it has almost nothing to do with age or intelligence or anything going wrong inside you. Sharp 20-year-olds do it constantly. What it does tend to come with is a mind that wanders, that drifts and daydreams, that's always running its own quiet thread underneath the conversation. And that same wandering is where most of your good ideas actually come from. The price of a head that keeps slipping off somewhere more interesting is that it isn't fully in the room writing down names. That's not a fault to fix. It's the rent you pay on the thing that makes you good company in every single way. That isn't a name tag. So what's actually going on under all of it? Memory isn't one thing, it's two steps, and people almost always blame the wrong one. There's getting something in, and there's pulling it back out later. When a name vanishes in 3 seconds, everyone assumes the pulling out part broke. It didn't. The getting in never happened. The name needed a clear pocket of attention at the exact moment you met, and that pocket was already full. Of their face, your nerves, the conversation, the ideas firing off. Nothing got lost, because nothing was ever written down to begin with. And that's also why the fix is so small. When you say the name back out loud or pin it to one thing you already know about them, you're not trying harder to remember. You're just holding that one pocket of attention open long enough for the name to actually land. You don't need a stronger memory. You need one quiet second on purpose. So line them up. You were present instead of recording. You hold on to meaning instead of labels. You remember the whole person and lose the tag. You're busy being kind in the 1 second the name needed. You think in concepts heavy enough to knock a light little name clean off the desk. And your attention wanders off to better places than a stranger's name tag. None of that is a memory that's failing. It's a memory that decided correctly that the person in front of you matters more than the sticker stuck on them. And if you want the names back too, you already know the move now. Give that 1 second back. Say it out loud once. Picture it sitting there. Tie it to one thing you know. But honestly, if the worst thing anyone can ever say about you is that you remembered their whole story and forgot their name, you are getting the harder half of this exactly right. And if you just pictured that one friend who forgets your name every single time, but somehow remembers everything you've ever told them, you already know who to send this to. Subscribe and stick around for the next one, where we get into why some people never forget a face, but go completely blank on where they know it from. Until then, take care of yourself.